Good afternoon, parents. Mrs. P here with 6th grade mathematics at West Platte Elementary School. And today I'm going to make a really quick video to see that it will upload to my YouTube channel, and then you can start watching more videos to help your students in mathematics. Today the students took a small quiz on adding and subtracting fractions. And they are aware in order to add and subtract fractions, we need to make sure we have a common denominator. Now a common denominator is looking at what you can have in a whole. This is our denominator. This is what you can have in a whole, and this is our numerator. It's what you actually have out of the whole. Now when these things are the same, as in 1/3 plus 1/3, it's very easy for the students to see that I have 1/3, my friend John has 1/3, all together we have 2/3 of the item. So if I looked at a circle, and not the best with making thirds here, but if I were to make a circle into thirds, and I have 1/3 of it, and John has 1/3 of his, how much do we have together? Well, out of thirds, we have 2/3. Where students have difficulty is when these things change. Denominators and numerators that do not look alike, such as thirds. Here we have halves and thirds. We first have to find a common denominator. Now, many students usually can see a multiple or a factor of these that will be the same. And in this case, they should be using their multiples. And they'll say 2 and 3 can become 6. But they have to know, how do you get 2 to become 6? And how do you get 3 to become 6? And they will eventually tell you that you multiply this by 3 and you multiply this by 2. They have to realize, though, they must do that to the denominator and to the numerator on the top, because in mathematics it is a balancing. We want to make sure things come out balanced. So we can't just do something to the bottom of a fraction and do nothing to the top of it. So if they do that, they will then see they have 3/6 here and 2/6 here, adding it together to make 5/6. Now students will ask, why do we even need to make those the same? Well, if you have 1/2 of an item and you have 1/3 of the other item, when students look at this, they wonder, how do these pieces go together? Well, technically they can't. I cannot put this 1/3 on top of my 1/2 and see how much of a whole I have. So instead, I must make them have the same amount of parts. And to do that, that's where they find the common denominator of 6. Well, I'm going to split this to where I have 6 parts and split this to where I have 6 parts, which means I will split every half into thirds, which then allows me to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here. I will split every third into halves, which will allow me to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here. And then I can put those pieces together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 6, which allows us to have 5/6 for our addition of fractions with unlike denominators. That's just a quick, I hope quick, video on adding fractions or even subtracting them. Same common denominator is our theory there. I'll do more and we'll see how this one goes first. Until next time, have a good evening.